The grass is greener syndrome. There actually is a grass is greener syndrome, not just a nice little saying or a cute little quote of a phrase from a movie, but we actually have or have experienced or know someone who actually lives in this grass is greener syndrome where they just always look for something better or always trying to compare something to someone else, always trying to look for a problem. If anything, they take things for granted. My video before this, I want you to check it out because it tells you more about the breakdown of this topic where I'm going to go into 2 points of how to prevent, how to stop this syndrome of taking things for granted, how to appreciate good more than just thinking it's okay. Good is great. There's not many great moments. Hopefully there's not that many bad moments. Whereas at the end of the day, we hopefully have more good moments, a good relationship. So the first one is separating fantasies from reality. One thing I always try to help my clients in the situation is don't compare your relationship to others. Don't compare your relationship to social media. Don't promote and sell your relationship on social media. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses, social media. You have to realize the pictures you see on social media, Facebook, Instagram, or movies or TV shows, it's not real. You don't see the struggles, you don't see the fights, you don't see the hardship or the relationship getting developed. The grass is greener on the other side just looks greener because all you see is some level of a final product or a sales pitch. And it gets you away from the details. The best relationships are the ones that have been worked on. The best relationships, the best grass are the ones that you take care of, that take effort, maintaining. Sometimes when you have this grass is greener syndrome, it's because you just haven't done the same work within yourself and you expect the relationship to define your happiness. You expect the relationship or the person to define your purpose and your identity. I've seen that too many times where they only get identified as the girlfriend, the wife, the mother, the provider, but they haven't really found themselves. You'd be surprised how often people lose themselves in marriages or relationships or titles or roles or careers, and they kind of just don't even know who they are anymore. So they always need that rush to feel that excitement in life. It's a search within themselves, the grass is greener syndrome. Because if you really love yourself and you really love your grass, and sometimes it might need some nurturing effect, some kind of maintenance where you might need to, water it, maybe give it different mulch, cut it, trim it, give it some sun. It takes time. The more you put into something, the better it comes out. I've seen too many people get rid of a good relationship or think like, since we don't really have that fire, I want that fire. Find that fire within yourself. You're getting everything else from the relationship that works, and you want something more from the relationship. That means that you need to do something more within yourself, which leads to number 2 of this topic is, number 1 is separate fantasies from reality. The second one is accept that no one is perfect. There is no perfect relationship, perfect childhood, perfect marriage, perfect boyfriend, perfect girlfriend. There isn't. The ones who work at it. It's the ones who work at it where I always try to remind my clients or anyone in my lives or my comments, my videos, you pick someone who you can live in a foxhole with. You pick someone who you want to struggle with. You want to pick someone who you could fight life with, because you don't just pick someone on just happy, sexy, fun moments. You pick someone of high character, of substance, and how to handle difficulty, how to resolve conflict, how to understand challenges. That is someone who's right for you compared to someone who's perfect for you. Someone who doesn't sabotage you, trigger you, diminish you. Someone who's there for you, but also there for you to not let you walk over them, but there for you to challenge you to understand what's okay and what's not, but let's talk about this. Express each other's boundaries and standards and cooperate and compromise. But if you want someone who's perfect, who knows what you're thinking all the time, someone who's perfect, who knows exactly what you want all the time, doesn't exist. If you want someone who's always going to do everything right, those are called love bombers. And they're out there. But someone who does make mistakes, someone who has learned from their mistakes, someone who has flaws and insecurities and fears just like you, but they know how to not act on it, but grow from it. That's some beautiful grass. That's some beautiful grass. It's healthy grass. They understand it. They get it. That's someone you want to attract. That's someone you want to be with. That's someone you want to stick with. Accepting someone who's not perfect. There's one thing I've learned more and more through my coaching stories and scenarios of the years I've been doing it is how much more compassion I have for people than ever. How much more compassion I have for people who want to date than ever. Because dating is hard. Relationships are hard. Marriages are even harder. But people who want it, I have a compassion for them believing in themselves to deserve or want that. But sometimes they haven't done the work, understand the skills, or get in their own way to get it. And that's where I'm here to help you, educate you, guide you, coach you, challenge you to be prepared. It's made me more prepared than ever. Having compassion for people, having patience for people, not judging situations, not judging someone for their weaknesses or their mistakes. Progress, not perfection, like I've always said. Send me a message if you guys need help with this. I'm always here to help. My name is Coach Andres. Take care.